चाय पियो चाय। अरे आज मेरा इतना मन कर रहा था ना राव साहब, आज मैं साइकिल चलाने गया 5 साढ़े 5 के आसपास, वापिस आ रहा था, दुनिया भर की चाय की दुकान, मेरे को मोमोज वाला भी मिल गया भाई। मतलब सुबह के 6 बजे मेरे को मोमोज वाला दिखा। कैन यू फकिंग इमेजिन दैट? क्रेजी शिट भाई। बट मैंने बोला न, सुबह 6 बजे कौन, तो अभी पता नहीं भाई, पता नहीं वो कर क्या रहा था भाई वो बंदा सुबह 6 बजे तक अपनी रेडी लगाकर। मेरे घर के पास लक्ष्मी नगर है, वहां पे लगा रखी थी उसने। लाइक भाई मुझे ऐसा लगा मैं सपना देख रहा हूँ, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मेरे को डाइटिंग करते हुए हेलुसिनेशन हो रही है कि सामने मोमोज बिक रहे हैं। मुझे लगा मेरी मोमोज की क्रेविंग इतनी ज्यादा हो गई है कि मुझे सब दिख रहे, मोमोज की रेडी दिख रही है भाई। आ जाओ, राइवल आ रहे हो? ठीक है। बाय द वे अभी मैं नहाकर बस सीधा स्ट्रीम करने बैठी है, सीधा स्ट्रीम। What the heck, dude? बे वो कहाँ है अपना डूड? आगे जा बे। What the fuck is going on here? नाना खेल।
Avengers Tower. You're halfway there. Keep going. I have many faces. I'm gone. Never stood a chance. This with the duck is quite welcome. Let my enemies tremble. Invigorating. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
और क्या कर रहे हो फिर राव साहब?
You're quite welcome. I have many faces. Avengers Tower.
ये देख लो अनरेटेड के हाल। फिर बंदे बोलते हैं अनरेटेड में, अनरेटेड मुझे तो सही लगता है यार खेलने में। बस यार बैठा हूँ, बोर हो रहा हूँ, तो कुछ कोडिंग सीख लो भाई। बोर हो रहे तो दूसरी लैंग्वेज सीख लो, अपनी खुद की लैंग्वेज बनाओ आप।
My thanks, Hilo. Pleases me to be helpful. Avengers Tower? I'm not exactly welcome. I have many faces. Almost there. Don't turn back now. That's quite the way. Fear Magneto! I kicked the Punisher out of the turret. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
अबे घुचड़ू कहाँ ऊपर ऊपर भगा जा रहा है? इससे अच्छा तो नीचे आ जाता हमारे पास।
I have many faces. Render me assistance. I'm Is this strange little machine truly our only hope?
That's much better.
The more the merrier.
And you lost.
You are restored. You have my full support.
कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग मतलब कर सकते हो यार, मतलब कुछ तो होगा ना ऐसा जिसमें आपको मजा आता हो। सोलो वाली गेम खेलो जो आप खेलते हो। क्या गुछड़ूपना चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है, ये क्या है, ये कैसे बंदे आ रखे हैं, बिल्कुल एक लेवल के बंदे आएंगे बिल्कुल ही।
You are restored.
Watch me soar!
The more the merrier. You have my full support.
This is your big chance!
Is that my arrow?
The great snake still hungers for things.
Your powers are mine. Never miss.
Another epic victory!
What? What? मेरा हील इससे भी कम है भाई, मैंटिस से भी कम है मेरा हील। What the heck? 20 से सोलो ही खेलूंगा। अच्छा 20 से क्या? अच्छा आपकी वाली गेम आ रही है ना, क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट वाली। नो लेवल और कल 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 आपने बर्गर क्यों मंगाए थे? डिनर नहीं बनाया था क्या घर में? मतलब ऑफ कोर्स डिनर नहीं मंगाया होगा तभी मंगाए होंगे। नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, जरूरी नहीं है, क्या पता क्रेविंग्स हो रही हो आपको।
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
सोया पुलाव खाया था डिनर में। अरे भाई बहुत सही चीज़ है यार, मस्त प्रोटीन मिल जाता है। पर कितना ग्राम सोया लिया था ये तो बताओ। मतलब आप अच्छा तोल के लिया था या अंदाजे से लिया था कि ऐसे ही डाल दो बस 2 मुट्ठी या 3 मुट्ठी ऐसा?
God of
अरे
lies, if you wish. What society
30
can
seconds
exist
before you
without
attack.
lies?
Get ready.
Your Majesty, splendid empire you have here.
Must defend it with our lives.
And so we shall. At least with yours.
ट्यूशन काउंट नहीं करता, खाओ पेट भर के, एक्सरसाइज करो फिर भर भर के। नहीं वो बात ठीक है, बट प्रोटीन मेरे हिसाब से एटलीस्ट प्रोटीन का इनटेक तो काउंट करना चाहिए।
3, 2,
एक्सरसाइज करो करके कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट प्रोटीन इनटेक होना
to the
चाहिए
mission area. Got it?
अच्छा खासा। मैं भी अभी रिसेंटली ध्यान देने लगा, वरना तो मेरे भी काफ डाइट था। काफ ओनली तो नहीं कह सकते, बट हाँ काफ हैवी।
Your god is suffering. No thanks. The more the merrier.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
The more the merrier.
कैसे भग रहा साले मोटे।
Is yours.
ओ नाइस, मैंने अभी उसका मंगाया यार, ओनली नीड का।
Your god is suffering. Your powers are mine. skin. I have many faces. You are restored.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I
Us against the world.
Tremble before fast! Much better.
अरे था यार टाइप अनबू व्हाट्सअप साले तू कल तू आया मैंने रिप्लाई करा तूने फिर उसके बाद मैसेज नहीं करा मतलब तू चला गया था मैंने पहले देखा नहीं करा मैसेज
another go.
Control lost.
राइट माय फ्रेंड्स अरे उसने अपने मुझे नहीं इसने अपना बोल रहा व्हाट्स अप अनबू हाउ आर यू डूइंग टुडे
I'm fine, don't mind me.
Second chances.
वो सूट की आवाज इसने पकड़ गई मारना भाई कुछ
Down for long.
क्या ले अनबू क्या रैंक चल रही है तेरी वेलो वगैरह खेल रहा है एवरीथिंग
Hawkeye is in position.
I have many faces. I'm everywhere. Thank me later.
Race us with victory. Tremble before fast!
Everybody, next time I won't go. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I have many faces. You're gone.
व्हाट अरे बहुत ज्यादा डाइव एजेंट हैं ये देख लो अपना ये देख लो जीरो फकिंग
Go again.
05 क्या बोल सकते हैं हम रेटेड है
You are restored.
They've almost got it.
The more the merrier.
Let the devil out!
Thank me later.
I've seen scarier things in the bayou, devil.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Control seized. Minion.
I'm sorry.
I can't feel you.
I am.
Area's almost yours.
Your powers are.
मेरी अल्ट वेस्ट हो गई
These things are even more heavily armed than I
always
am.
come back. Has anyone bothered to consider a defense?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Take them.
You're gone.
Control lost.
I still need you.
अनबू आया तो उसके लिख के चला गया नाइस
Everyone loves a trickster until the trick is played on them.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I am Loki. God.
More to me, some sort of ancient.
I am Loki.
We
I am.
life energy.
Who are you?
I'm
I.
That's a lot harder to steal.
It is. And all those who have tried ended up regretting it. So
The
don't-
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The time killed a lot of good soldiers. I won't let it take any more.
Heal me up, Watch out,
They're headed our way. I have many faces.
Looks like the mission area is yours.
storm. You get away with it. You get away with it. I outnumber you.
अरे घुचड़ू, उसने मेरा स्वैप कैसे रोक दिया?
Another go. I outnumber you.
Almost bowed out.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. Thank me later.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I have many faces.
That almost hurt.
Well, that's better.
Fantastic!
Ouch.
Glory is almost yours.
Now I got you.
Control lost.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I have many faces.
Well, that's better.
Powers are mine! That almost hurt. Fantastic! Just who gambled.
Control seized.
Quite the toss of beads.
I outnumber you.
Ooh-wee, that hit the spot.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Behold, that child!
हेल्थ है बताऊं तेरे को भी.
I am accused of loving chaos. It is true.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I could make great use of someone with your skills. What say you?
Let's see. Gambit's done made deals with enough devils in his day.
Despite what some may tell you, I am no devil, Mr. LeBeau.
Funny, that's what the devil owns.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
When T'Challa goes to the stars, he does it in style.
The more the merrier.
Well, look who's up to no good.
Your god is suffering. Healing for my friends. I have
The mission area is yours to capture now. Taking it all.
get away with it. You get away with it. You get away.
Cease hostile actions.
You're quite welcome.
Temper my step.
To vanish. I outnumber you.
बाप रे बाप मिले.
The mission area.
The more the merrier. Thank me later. Render me assistance.
हट गई साले.
You are restored. Vanish. That's right.
बहुत देर हो गई.
It feels good to step outside my bubble every now and
Oh,
then.
nice भाई. बंदे छील रहे हैं भाई.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Control C. Hot dog, I knew.
Maximum pulse!
Just the boost I need. Just what Gambit was looking for. A helping hand.
Disappear! Bionic surge.
Win it! Hey!
Need that. Feel the pulse. That's much better.
Gambit never falls!
देख देख चमन चमन.
Bionic burst.
हाँ ऑलमोस्ट. 1 सेकंड का समय होता मैं अल्टी खोल देता अपने ध्यान पे.
Control fight for my family until the end.
अबे एक तो ये पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ खेल रहे हैं. सब वैसे बंदे खेल रहे हैं ना. सामने सामने कोई नहीं खेल रहा.
We've got trouble. Disappear! Bionic surge! They've almost got it! Clear the way!
Fantastic!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Maximum pulse!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Gambit ban does come through as well, so no gambler here on map number 3. That they will save the Invisible Woman, though. They do not want to give Triple AD the opportunity to take Boundary away from them again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Invisible Woman is just, she's kind of like neck and neck with Cloak and Dagger, in my estimation, in the current state of the meta, but the one thing is you don't really have to worry too much about Magneto or any of those other, like, heavy counter ultimates. You do kind of have to worry about the Jeff ultimate, which is something that both teams have brought out several times, but this is interesting. We have a Rocket Protect and a Loki ban coming out from Triple AD. I'm wondering if the Rocket ban on Burn T'Challa, like, if that was really a problem for them. Do we see a Jeff ban come out here from One Piece just to, you know, shut down the other half of that Zootopia backline that Triple AD really, really wanted to play back on Celestial Husk?
No, it's the Star-Lord, and yeah, you know, I do feel like we've seen a lot of Star-Lord motion in this series so far here. Galactic Legend, always kind of devastating, tough to deal with, but yeah, I kind of wondered about the Jeff ban too. I feel like Aztecs had those It's Jeffs on point all throughout this matchup, but Interesting. I do see Kaidia locking in the Thor for now. Will we attempt this again and then fun over maybe potentially onto that Captain America? You can't trust these players until the spawn doors truly open. I get trolled all the time, but interesting shouts so far.
I do think the Thor works out better here on Hell's Heaven than it did on Burden T'Challa, because, you know, Stellar Spaceport, you know, I talked so much about how you just had Rocco on the Hela up on the high ground, and the Thor doesn't really have a good way to pressure her. There's not really a whole lot of geometry like that on Hell's Heaven. It's more or less going to be a lot more even ground, a lot more brawly, a lot more getting up in your face, and that's where the Thor kind of thrives. And especially when you have the Angela already banned out, we know how strong Angela is on this map. Thor, I kind of feel like, is the next best thing. You're not going to get as much environmentals, but you do still have the ability to just bully the front line back, get that constant displacement, and like, I can see why Thor is strong, like why a lot of pros are starting to catch wind that the God of Thunder is definitely not a god to be trifled with, but you know, does often end up taking a backseat for a few other picks. He's got his uses, and I think Hell's Heaven is where you will start to see a lot more of those use cases coming out. But one thing in terms of Vanguards that we've seen a ton of, and I don't think that's changing anytime soon, Ananta and Tuba on the Deadpool head-to-head.
Yeah, they have both made big strides for both sides of the board here. So no shocker that Vanpool, big for both teams here. And again, that ult charge coming up so fast. You see already both of them 50% and ready to go here just as the fight off. But it's Rocco here. First KO for Triple AD. Will find Fun's Captain America. Back to spawn with you, Steve Rogers, as Triple AD moving on to the point here. One Piece gonna back up. You know, they got plenty of time here. We're just getting started. Not looking to overextend here as Triple AD takes the first capture.
Yeah, and I mean, without that Captain America there to pressure Rocco back, like, I do like that adjustment, but it still does kind of feel, you know, like, maybe the geometry doesn't matter quite as much, but it does still kind of have echoes of Stellar Spaceport, right? Like, if you just leave Rocco with the shooting gallery, you can't really get on top of him. In fact, if he's winning the duels outright, then you're gonna have a difficult time trying to punish this Phoenix, but able to take down Tuba early on. And remember what I said earlier, it said if you don't use it, you lose it. Ultimate, no Banhammer going to be coming out from Triple AD, and in fact, no Daredevil either.
No, and now putting on the punishment here. One Piece, Ananta stopping for the selfie yet again. Very early selfie there for the Deadpool as One Piece makes the retake here. Plenty of KOs coming in for this One Piece crew. Still a couple ultimates to go. They've got a couple more charging up very quickly here, but Triple AD gonna need to dust themselves off here. They didn't get a lot of time to build up a solid cushion for themselves here. So again, we're looking at another kind of race to the finish as we get underway here. Map number 3.1. Triple AD got a little bit of an advantage here, but I think they might be looking at a mid-fight ult swing here in just a second.
Triple AD, I mean, they have a lot of ults. They can definitely start swinging. You can already see No Smite looking for the dive. They're getting right on top of
भाई बंदे का एम बड़ा क्रेजी है भाई.
Dothraki up in the sky for Rocco to hit the drill. God of Thunder gonna come up from Kaidia and will trade out Illicit. A good 1-for-1 there as Aztec looking to try and take one down, making sure we spit out the right one. All right, we get to keep our Captain America in the fight, and we have dealt with the other side. And looking like One Piece coming out ahead in this exchange, but Rocco is not.
कोई चांस ही नहीं था भाई. उसका एम इतना क्रेजी है भाई इस बंदे का. Damn aim, man, damn aim.
But the damage is coming through. Tuba taking down Kaidia. Do not say Tuba's name backwards.
Yeah, Triple AD slowly kind of coming back into this fight here. They are managing to stick with it. Illicit there, finding Dothraki on that invisible woman and finishing up the ult charge. So letting the devil out, kind of
Tuba,
the corner here.
but
Triple AD still fighting for this point here. They're looking to make the retake, and they have.
Oh my god, भाई इस बंदे का एम क्रेजी है भाई. रोको का.
KOs left and right here, and they will have the retake. But now One Piece, they've got a little bit of an advantage here. They got plenty of breathing room.
Very small thing I want to highlight is you saw at the top of your screen for a brief moment there, Vital was channeling the Horde of Proteus and then sheathed it again, pulled it back out. That to me signals that One Piece were ready to try and re-engage, but someone made the call. No, hang on, give it up. We'll play when we have a full 6-stack, and we'll go back in now with their ultimates. They still have that Horn of Proteus, they still have Invisible Boundary, and they're going to use the latter of those two as a space-taking tool, and they'll also take a couple lives as well.
Got plenty of KOs coming in for One Piece here as they are looking to bite back hard. Daredevil and Deadpool both offline. Mocha does get the invisible boundary down, keeps the team stable for now here, but they are still just a little bit behind One Piece's capture progress. Overhead, In-Song Inferno coming down from Rocco on the ground. Aztec looking for the It's Jeff here. Don't know if he actually found anybody off of that one, but One Piece standing firm on the point here as Vital coming in yet again on the Namor with 1 KO. No Smite on the Venom taken down here, but Triple AD, we've seen them stick in these fights fights, even if they fall behind a little bit. Tuba now fighting back, double KO for the Deadpool. Ananta comes through on that, on the Banhammer. I did see a momentary, maybe a freeze or a stun there for just a second as Triple AD trying to capitalize. Illicit again on the Daredevil will find one. It's all Illicit and Tuba here in this fight, and Tuba will be the one to snap the selfie here as Triple AD complete the retake.
Oh, and another selfie. You know, we're double posting. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll spam the feed with more selfies. If I look good, you gotta see it. And Tuba looking real good right now. In fact, all of Triple AD coming out of that fight looking pretty good. A lot of ults on deck, a lot of tools to stagger this one out. Match this 97% from One Piece, and Tuba gonna open up with a Banhammer through that strange TP, taking the fight straight to your front door. Deadpool is more in your area than he has ever been, and he's already taken out your Invisible Woman. And without that healing, you're gonna be lacking in the sustain department. No Smite going in with that Feast of the Abyss, looking to try and take down the other half of the backline, and gets it.
Yeah, I mean, this is final fight territory for both of these teams here, but it's Triple AD holding a lot of the cards, though Quasi does find a couple on the Jeff. He will confirm the KOs. Triple AD finishes the retake, and they will finish point number one. A strong ending there for Triple AD.
But a scary one, because it did look like One Piece were starting to run away with that up until that flip at 97%, but Triple AD come out ahead looking so good in that fight. And like I said, when you see the strange TP coming out and Tuba just keeping his foot on the gas, going straight through the portal and taking the fight straight to Dome 3. A 1v1 in the enemy spawn, when everyone else has already gone through the portal, they can't double back and give up the point to try and peel. So Dotari's on his own, has no choice but to try and take that 1v1. And with the Banhammer out, Tuba wins that 100 times out of 100. And One Piece just don't have the tools to be able to win that fight. But speaking of tools, it did cost Triple AD a lot of them. So a lot of things that aren't going to be carried over. One key one is going to be Mocha's Invisible Boundary. They should be able to get first cap off of that alone if they can time it well around Kaidia, who is sticking on that Doctor Strange for now and is getting close to that Eye of Agamotto. Remember, with the changes recently, you can just lob yourself in like a Tomahawk missile and just get full access to the backline. Mocha has to
कब तक खेलेगा? मैं थोड़ी खेल रहा हूँ ये, मैं तो देख रहा हूँ. मेरे को एक्चुअली सोना नहीं है, तो मैं इसलिए मैंने स्ट्रीम चालू करी. बेसिकली मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं रात को ही सोऊं, बट मेरे को बहुत तेज नींद आ रही है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा तेज.
As we are on to point number 2 here, and yeah, it's going to take some Twitch reflexes here from Triple AD. They are going to be ready for it. Kaidia looking to cash in that Eye of Agamotto progress here before potentially swapping off for now here, but it is online and ready to go. And listen though, going to let the devil out, and there's that Eye of
तो पावर नैप, अरे पावर नैप नहीं होता यार, वो फिर वो पूरा ही नैप हो जाता है वो भयंकर. What?
Triple AD trying to play through here, but maybe not the best call here as a couple members of Triple AD will go back to spawn here, and One Piece runs rampant here on point number 3. Still in the fight though is Tuba, of course, coming through so.
पावर नैप लूंगा, 7 घंटे बाद उठूंगा मैं सीधा, फिर 8 घंटे बाद.
To Triple AD. Nobody makes the cap yet. Illicit though, trying to confirm it for Triple AD on that Daredevil. So much work. The entire corpo.
Oh, nice.
Here, but it's One Piece that will return fire. No Smite throws down the Doctor Strange portal to try and keep this team in the fight. But CB, a brutal brawl here for the first capture.
Yeah, and it is not done. Triple AD want to keep trying to invest in here. One Piece have not even gotten close to the cap. They're not even halfway. They will get over there, and I think Triple AD are going to have to peel back because they don't have the strange CP anymore, but they do have a Jeff ultimate, and they want to try.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
No Smite there. The Jeff not going to be
इसके सामने तो ना हो पाएगा भाई.
That one down as well, and a 3-piece now for Kaidia, and that should be enough to secure the first cap for One Piece. For Triple AD,
Oh my god, क्या ये है भाई, उसकी सारी बुलेट्स लगी हैं.
saw Rocco make the swap. Okay, he swapped from the Phoenix to the Black Panther to Spider-Man. He just made 3 more swaps while I was looking at his character portrait. He is playing mystery heroes over there. Anything to get back in the fight quickly and keep any chance of Triple AD winning it, but it just doesn't come through. And now One Piece with control and with a decent, I mean, a marginal ult advantage. Kaidia coming up on another Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, already ready to go there for One Piece there. They do back up a little bit. Somebody from Triple AD was on the point, looking for a little bit of a stealth retake there. But again, you know, we saw this play out as the fight goes on. It seems like Triple AD, the cracks start to show. There's the Eye of Agamotto coming through for One Piece. They do find a couple of stuns and will follow up on it. Ananta and Vital back in your KO feed. Once again there, the double KO coming through for Vital's Namor here. Big stuff from him all series long here. One Piece already up to that 50% mark, and they are looking to put the hurt on here. Fun, big pressure on that Venom will run down Rocco's Namor, sending him back to spawn for now. But solid showing here on defense for One Piece.
That fight might be worst case scenario for Triple AD. Mocha popped the invisible boundary, but No Smite was not
ये
inside.
पता नहीं किस खुसड़ू ने डिजाइन करी है वाली स्किन.
Tuba with the ban hammer, so that never gets invested in the fight. And again, don't use it, you lose it. He's got to build up to another one, and should be able to do so relatively quickly. Good bubble coming out from Ananta there to nullify the damage that comes out from that Horn of Proteus. It ends up just being a zoning ult from Rocco, and Triple AD are gonna have to make the most out of that safe zone. But Nanta, or sorry, Aztac rather, with that it's Jeff trying to clear off the point, finds two, and again, worst case scenario for Triple AD, and it just keeps getting worse.
One strategist, one duelist online for Triple AD. Illicit letting the devil out, trying to keep the fight going for Triple AD here. Over 90% of the way captured for One Piece, and they are looking to finish off point number 2 very quickly. Laying down Illicit's Daredevil back to spawn. A couple members of AAD do make it back.
Their aim is crazy, man.
Staggered out hardcore here. I do see a swap over onto the Spider-Man.
Their
Trying to get back on the point.
aim are
Ananta will
crazy.
win. The Deadpool mirror takes down Tuba back to spawn here as we are sitting.
Just look at him, man.
Triple AD running in like an
Connecting every
assembly
single
line,
shot.
trying to keep it going here, but
Oh
One
my
Piece
God,
trying to
what?
regroup here to get going. Another actual fight against One Piece, but right now it's all One Piece here on point number 2, and One Piece clapping back and taking us to yet again.
सूद दिया भाई ट्रिपल एडी को सूद दिया
To
मजाक
me,
से
this kind
उसके.
of feels like, maybe a little bit of a mental thing coming out here from Triple AD, because you look back at the other 2 domination maps we've already seen, and if you're Triple AD, you're like, okay, we've been up 1 before. It happened on Burn and T'Challa. They're showing signs of desperation to cling on to that advantage and not let it slip away. So they're making all of these swaps, trying to make all of these changes, make all these desperation Hail Mary plays just to try and cling to that advantage. Because it worked on Eldritch Monument, but it just doesn't work on Super Soldier Factory and now here on Frozen Airfields. I feel like if they want to stay alive in this one and get themselves back on the board, resist getting swept 3-0 by One Piece, they got to just try and take it back to the basics. Do what works. Set Rocco up to hit the shots on the Phoenix here. You will have the sight lines to be able to set that one up. Get Illicit access to the backline. Make him punish Aztac every time the backline splits up, or get on top of Do3 if Aztac is trying to augment a dive somewhere else. There's a lot of ways forward, and I kind of feel like you just have to take it back to what you know works.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I feel like tightening up the tempo for Triple AD can help a little bit too. You see, as those fights drag out again, those cracks.
I think
start
एक
to show
beer
they crumble a little bit under
शायद मेरे को
pressure.
जगाए
It's
रखे.
just enough of an opening for One Piece to pick away at and find the win in the end here. Point number 3, life bars blinking red for Triple AD as this capture point for One Piece will seal the deal for this entire series here. Face to the Abyss and the Van Hammer coming out so early for Triple AD. The big stuns now from One Piece. Tainia will find one on the Doctor Strange. It's a 1-for-1. Invisible boundary from Boca now brawling all out here for both teams, and Triple AD will have the first cap. They will chase One Piece off the point for now, but they are ready to keep the fight going here. Banhammer from Ananta as well, as both teams expending most of their resources for now, but it's Triple AD on the first cap.
Vital gonna find 2 with the squids there, and it's the same thing that we saw on Celestial Husk. Like, this team, even when they are down, they don't go away. They keep investing, they keep sticking to it, and they fight, and they make you work for every single inch, and they will take their pound of flesh. A late stagger onto Quaza, and even later
भाई सूत रहे हैं भाई, ये तो सूत रहे हैं भाई इनको. ट्रिपल एडी को सूत रहे हैं, दबोच रहे हैं बिल्कुल.
formula for Triple AD, and it works in that first fight, but they've already been overtaken in capture percentage.
ASMR सुनो करो तो.
Once again, feel that mental game
ASMR
of Triple
सुनो तो.
AD. We're starting to slip away. We had the advantage. We had it in our grasp. We just needed to win one more point. This has to be that point. How do we do it? We've got the tools. Do we overplay our hand?
Yeah, you can see Illicit losing a little bit of confidence in the DD pick there. Over onto Wolverine. Got that last stand ready to go as well. Quaza there on the itch, Jeff. We'll find someone in the mix there. The rest of Triple AD got
Great.
ready to go, and Rocco there, nice shot on the Phoenix, taking down Fun Venom, back to spawn for now here, but Triple AD got to converge on the point here, got to convert here against the One Piece as time ticking away here. Aztac, it's Jeff as well, they got a Horn of Proteus ready to go too, Vital going for the bubble, and there's the Horn down, and he'll find one KO onto Rocco, so the Phoenix back to spawn as well. Dotori, invisible boundary on the point here, it's a
oh nice, finally थोड़ी सी grip बन रही है ये game पे.
into this fight here to try and retake. No more ults online for either side of the board, and I have very quickly
नहीं बन रही.
for Kaidi here as they are approaching 75%, and Triple AD still trying to find the opening they've been looking for.
Trying to get access there. Banhammer going to come out from Ananta, separating the backline from the
Oh
front
my
line and
god,
separating
this guy is
the
fucking
head and
crazy, bhai.
shoulders there with a couple of deagle shots there. No Smite popping the freedom charge, trying to keep Triple AD alive in the fight, but at 87%, they are running out of options. Like you said, the health bars, they are flashing red, and Rocco nearly doesn't even have one there. The freedom charge will help heal him back up. Tuba trying to get access to the backline, does clean up those three, but is likely going to be traded out for it. Was it worth it, Tuba?
And he got cut off from the strategist. There was no way for anybody to get heals to Tuba there in the hallway. Closet down on the edge just yet again there, but taken down. He goes with nobody in the belly there. And Nanta on the Deadpool as well. We'll follow up on it here. We are in overtime. Triple AD still barely holding on to the point here, but now One Piece, no ultimates left. Boca does have that invisible boundary, but it goes down. The last bastion here for Triple AD as vital.
My god, they are playing so good भाई blue वाले. One Piece बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं. बिल्कुल चांस ही नहीं दे रहे भाई उन लोगों को.
Quasit gets the strange portal down to keep Triple AD in the fight, but again, how do they get the team back together here to muster a true fight up against One Piece here? Calming down just a little bit here. Dotori throws down the invisible boundary. Ananta again on that banhammer. Big stuff for One Piece here. Illicit goes down. Ananta will find him. The Feast of the Abyss comes through, but it is no good here. Still sitting on overtime there, and it all goes sideways for Triple AD here. I have Agamotto from Kaidia just to confirm it. Full ace on the Triple AD, and One Piece will take the series in 3.
And what else can you say? Like, these are two of the best teams that Asia has to offer. Triple AD, one of the best teams, some of the best players in the entire region. But One Piece are just better. Sometimes the analysis is easy. Sometimes a team is just the better team. And I think this is one of those cases. Because Triple AD looked so good at so many points. They really hit One Piece with their best shot. But it doesn't matter how many punches you throw at One Piece. They will hit back, and they will hit back twice as hard, and they don't even need a full 6-stack alive to do it so many times. Like, it was the story of the entire series where Triple AD will find 1, 2 to open the fight, but then One Piece just wait for the right moment, and they strike, and then they take down 2, then 3, then 4, and then, oh no, we've already lost the fight, and this fight took 5 minutes to play out. We're already in OT. We only really get to take, like, maybe one more good fight, and props to Triple AD for being able to hang as long as they did, for being able to throw some of those punches, but it was just all One Piece, and all that it was ever realistically going to be. Like I said, you and I both predicted that One Piece would be amongst our grand finals. I think we're privately fretting that One Piece versus the Chiefs grand finals, but Triple AD wouldn't be a bad shout for 3rd place or potentially to usurp one of those two teams.
Bro, how that Jeff got fucking 39k heal?
Find a way to hit back just a little bit harder, but I think of the two, the only one that they can now usurp is going to have to be the Chiefs. The Chiefs, as they will be joining them in the lower bracket.
I mean, a lot of bright spots for this Triple AD squad all throughout this series. And like you said, you know, they can definitely hang, but the issue becomes how long can they hang on for? How long does that grip strength last? And we just see One Piece playing through so much, an absolute unshakable adamantium wall from this One Piece team. It felt like no matter how many holes Triple AD punched in that defense or, you know, took down the offense, it felt like they would just not quit. You know, there's so many times I was like, okay, One Piece definitely gonna back off here. They lost a couple of bodies, but they would play right on through and find value amidst all of the chaos. I mean, a clinical performance for them, able to make, you know, grab victory from the draws of defeat, a fight that I thought surely they'll lose this, and no, they come out on top. So, you know, beautiful, beautiful stuff for this One Piece team. But of course, Triple AD not out of the running. That is an upper bracket match, so they will go down to the lower bracket, but, you know, only one life left here hanging on at the very end. So, you know, good stuff from them. I think they are definitely a competitive team as well, but it is a One Piece. It is the age of pirates here taking the day for now.
Yeah, I think, you know, in terms of the lower bracket for Triple AD going down there, I think, you know, I really do like their roster. There is a lot of stacked talent, you know, veterans from other hero shooters who, you know, people like No Smite, like Tuba, like Illicit that I recognize, that I'm very familiar with, and I think that players like that do have the capacity to be leaders for the next generation in the region, and there is no better test for a true leader than to try and lead your team through a lower bracket run. That's what is going to be on deck for Triple AD, and gonna be a hard road if they want to try and get their way back into grand finals, maybe get a revenge match up against One Piece. But like I said, that's what's on deck for them. But for us, what's on deck is a quick break before we take you into our next series. Don't go anywhere, chat. We've got so much more Pacific action coming your way. We will be right back.
How do you prepare mentally before a jump?
Just jump.
One word for 7 para.
Never over the fight.
Yeah. Swimming or running?
Running.
Sports or movies?
Sports.
Dinner night or bada khana?
Bada khana.
What's the most impactful book you have read recently?
World War II campaign. Complete.
Go back in time. What advice would you give your younger self? खुद को आप क्या advice देंगे if you could go back in time?
Do it again.
All over again.
All over again.
Any addition in tattoos?
22 है. Want to take it till 88.
88.
Already 22. 88 is my aim.
Good answer. Your strength?
Never give up attitude.
Your weakness?
Impulsive.
Comedy or drama?
Drama.
Manik Shaw or pattern?
Manik Shaw.
Passion or purpose?
Passion.
Favorite posting?
Valley.
Field or peace posting?
Field.
If you could pick one phrase to learn in every language, what would it be?
देखी जाएगी.
Good answer. How do you prepare mentally before a jump?
Just jump.
One word for 7 para.
Never over the fight.
Yeah. Swimming or running?
Running.
Sports or movies?
Sports.
Well, another early morning for me. I've always hated these mornings. I started waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and looking at my shoes for 30 minutes. And I often struggle sometimes in the morning to get up this early to find purpose, to continue doing this. I'm 42 years old now and I've done most of the things I want to accomplish in life. And I guess my purpose in life now is attitude. I want to start the day off. I still hate it. I want to start the day off with the right attitude.
लोग सोचते हैं कि अगर एक बार आप किसी गवर्नमेंट जॉब में लग गए तो उसके बाद अपने पैशंस को फॉलो नहीं कर पाएंगे, लेकिन ये सच नहीं है. सो दिस इज हाउ आई मैनेज अ गवर्नमेंट जॉब, गोइंग टू जिम, लर्निंग अबाउट स्टॉक्स, लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग ऑन यूट्यूब एंड कंटेंट क्रिएशन ऑल इन वन डे. सो माय ऑफिस आवर्स आर फ्रॉम 9:45 to 5:45. सो लंच टाइम में मैं जल्दी लंच करके अपनी ट्रेडिंग वाली बुक्स को पढ़ता हूँ. उसके बाद आई रीच होम बाय 6:30 and then I start working on scripts, editing my content. Finally at 9 PM, my favorite part of the day, I go live on YouTube, playing some amazing PC games and BGMI with my community. By 12, I call it a day and go to sleep. Next day, I wake up at 7 and go to the gym. This मेरा सबसे best decision है सुबह जिम जाने का, and it's back to the office. This is my daily routine, a mix of extreme work.
Colgate Visible White Purple. Purple color corrects yellow for a whiter smile.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You cannot save Eagles, nor can you
30
save
seconds before you
yourselves.
attack. Get ready.
Of all the possible realities, this is not the one I expected to find myself in.
Fools! Do you truly believe you can stop my grand scheme?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
My credit card two-dimensional trips get crazy extra miles. Fire them! Watch out!
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
After my step. Go! There's a tree to save.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Almost there. Don't turn that now.
Put some pep in my step.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
From fighting gods to herding goats? Major downgrade. They got me good! I could use a hand! Maybe a foot!
Put some pep in my step.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
The end has come, but just for you.
Let's get to the World Tree while it's still standing.
Almost there. Don't turn that now.
That did the trick.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I hope you can forgive me someday, Father.
This is mercy.
Feeling stronger already.
Verily! Now we got it!
Gods!
Our enemies Still got what it takes, Spider. Back to my old self. Looks like we've got ourselves. Devil's Ray!
Another epic victory! Big win! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm not the type who fades quietly. Even when the multiverse is in danger, family still comes first.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
A vampire anymore, Storm. Laura, I'm gonna be on your side right now.
That was ages ago, Eric. And I was only a vampire for a short time.
Still, I can smell a hint of Dracula on you. His sin never truly washes away.
Sadly.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A little extra oomph.
What on earth has Namor
Looks like
done
the
now?
stakes are higher.
Invisible? I catch a feeling.
Back in the game.
No worries. I've got your back. Let's do this. Force burst.
Stop them in their tracks.
I've always been a heavy hitter. Vortex field. They got behind you. Clear the way. A little help, please.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Any healing is good healing.
Feel the pull! Psionic burst! I'll fight for my family until the end.
A living legend indeed.
Vortex field!
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
Psionic burst!
Captain America, calling for medical assistance.
Anyone willing to help? Vortex field!
I need a medic.
Psionic surge!
My friends are here!
Disappear! Feeling fantastic. Clear the way! Out of sight.
Sorry, soldier.
I need a medic.
Feel the
Snack time
pull!
already? That's the boost I needed.
Clear the attack, please! Stop
Force
them!
my hand.
As good as new.
Vortex field!
Still got an
No worries. I've got your back.
Born again!
Captain America, calling for medical assistance.
Disappear!
Fear Magneto!
A little help, please. Disappear!
Fear Magneto!
I'll fight for my family until the end. Vortex field!
Together to victory!
I'll be
A little
ship-shape
help,
in no
please.
time.
Hostile forces incoming.
That's much better.
Down to 30 seconds.
Force burst!
He stopped them in their tracks.
I got you covered. Anyone willing to help? It's clear I'm still needed here.
Hurricane incoming! From the seas to the skies!
Another epic victory! Big win! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Before you attack, get ready.
Ooh, boy, you're giving off some real bad mojo.
I'm sure you of all people would be used to dealing with tough people.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Dangerous place needs to be taken out.
Ooh, wait, that hit the spot.
Alright, that feels better.
Kill that girl. Feeling fantastic.
Seriously, how many guards are there?
Leave them to my shoes. Really? Just the boost I needed.
Finally, someone worth clowns on. Thanks.
What you do the same for me, we?
That's dead.
Win it! Hey! I'm hunkering down. Here comes
Music tastes shiny and green. Host a jam with your friends and share your favorite songs, dance squad, and breaks. You can also play your favorite albums in any order with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
You are nothing!
You spend hours texting, traveling to, and emotionally supporting these people for free. Do you want friends that require zero effort? Well, if yes, I'm Adi, host of the Having Some Fun Show, a podcast where 5 friends talk relationships, pop culture, food, gads, and the dumb thoughts we probably shouldn't get lost.
You need to stop
It's
that
like
vehicle
hanging out
in
with
its
friends,
tracks.
except you can mute us.
Executioner!
Spotify and follow the podcast.
Thanks.
Better stop that vehicle! Up against the world!
Tremble before blast! Vengeance is mine.
Better stop that vehicle!
Judge, jury, executioner!
Better stop that vehicle! There's still a chance to stop them!
Tremble before fast!
That feels better.
You stop them in their tracks!
Feeling fantastic.
Extermination!
Only 60 seconds left!
The moon haunts you!
You stop them in their tracks!
Just the boost I need.
Down to 30 seconds! They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better stop that vehicle!
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
Judge, jury, executioner!
Double KO! You stop them in their tracks! That's 3!
Kill that girl.
You're welcome!
Leave that to Khonshu!
Us against the world!
Battlefield red. Judge, jury,
Only 60 seconds left!
blaze of glory, mutant time!
Double KO! That's 3! You stopped them in their tracks! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing! Down
साले चीते। बस बढ़िया बढ़िया। क्या कर रहा अभी? तुझे क्या लगा? यार इतना भी फेमस नहीं हो यार, बट ठीक है यार, कोई बात नहीं। बड़े लोग। अबे ये क्या है? अरे मैं प्रिंस ऑफ पर्सिया वॉरियर विदिन डाउनलोड करी ना। पता नहीं यार, मैं भूल चुका हूँ सब चीज, इसलिए मैं दोबारा से आई एम रिविजिटिंग।
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm not a hero. I'm the Punisher.
हेलो ये भी नहीं चल रहा। चल रही अरे इसमें अभी चलेगी तो सही, बट अभी नहीं, बात में चलेगी।
Right is right, and wrong is wrong.
Sure wish the rest of the Deadpool Corps was here to help. Go, Deadpool!
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. The battle starts in 5.
यार तो सारा भाई यार तुम इतना अच्छा कैसे खेल लेते हो यार?
2, 1. You have to stop them from
अभी भी सिखा
securing
दो।
the mission area.
हमें सिखा दो यार, खेलते हैं।
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
तुम क्या खेल, क्या है मेरे पास? क्रिकेट 19 है, संरक्षण है।
Justice, pure and simple.
Double KO.
You would have failed without me.
सब मोटे का खेल क्या? अभी तो ये मेरे पास में ऑप्शन डिलीट नहीं हुआ रही।
Patched up.
क्या करो? हाँ। अरे आ गया तो बोल। हाँ बहुत बढ़िया। इसका अर्ली एक्सेस तो बहुत पहले आ गया था ना।
But not today.
हाँ भाई 2 का जो सबनॉटिका जो बिलो जीरो वाली है ना, मतलब बिलो जीरो की कह रहा हूँ। हाँ वो तो 2 मैं इस पे देखा था एपिक पे, कमिंग सून में। बिलो जीरो का भी बहुत ऐसा सीन था। बिलो जीरो पहले थी तेरी, बेकार सीन लगा मेरे को।
They ain't seen nothing yet.
हाँ बेसिक खेल लूँगा। सबसे बढ़िया घूम करके फिर वैल्यू ही आ जाता है। वैल्यू संडे खेलूंगा वैल्यू। ये बात सस्टेन कर रखा है।
No worries, I've got your back. That's been. I am ready to put on a show. They made it halfway. Stop them.
Extended my deployment.
Grace us with
The moon haunts you. Judge, jury, executioner!
Judge, jury,
क्या क्या अब तो गेमिंग ओवर है नो के बाद सीधा मारो
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
सही था ना पहले तो यूट्यूब पे वीडियो डाला था स्ट्रीम करा था अरे तो सही था ना पहले
you were never the guy. Extended my deployment.
You stop them in their tracks. Co-op time. Clear the way.
I'm good to go. Down and out. The moon haunts you. Judge, jury, executioner. Lights out for scum.
खेल लेते हैं अब खेलने वाले हो सब लोग अबे आईडी दियो आईडी वैलो अबे तेरी तो पड़ी होगी ना मेरे पे हाँ तो वो अपडेटेड वाला भेज दियो मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे भेज दियो मुझे तो सार अबे न्यू
Better stop that vehicle.
No
It's
one
now
there
or
still
never.
monsters on the
Stop
loose.
them.
अबे फोन से अप्रूव करो अप्रूव फोन 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 कुछ नोटिफिकेशन आया होगा आया ना आया
The moon haunts you.
Co-op time.
Release the claw trucks!
You would have failed without me.
ये अप्रूव कर दिया
You really should have gone harder, love.
This vessel cannot be permitted to pass.
राइट मोबाइल ऐप खोलो उसमें कोड आया होगा 6 डिजिट का मोबाइल ऐप जो है राइट वाली ऐप जो है आ रहा है चूतिया वहां पे कह रहा मेरे से चेक राइट मोबाइल ऐप अब ईमेल पे कोड आया होगा अब ईमेल वाला कोड बता अब आ रहा बेटी भेज तो दिया और कैसा ले
And hopefully your spirit.
I am am ready to put on a show.
भाई बता दे कैसा ले
The panther is ready to hunt.
बता दे कुश्ती
Much better.
Only 60 seconds left.
क्या करा
The moon.
Back from the grave, better than ever. Hold the line, just a little longer.
चला बड़ा टाइम हो गया हाँ प्राइम हो गया बेटी फैंटम भी ले ले कोई और से इस फैंटम को कब तक खींचेगा
Much better.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
सेंसी तो मैंने भी कम कर लिया और अब मेरे को खेलना नहीं आता ज़्यादा तगड़ी सेंसी पे
I am ready to put on a show.
अब तूने कितना देर का कर रखा है एफके वाला बे यार अबे एफके में भेज दिया मुझे स्ट्रीम पे कौन बैठा पैरा भाई हूँ अरे तो बिना आवाज के वैलो खेलना कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है ना
Another epic victory. Big win.
या तो यार बड़े लोग हो गए मोटर वाले नहीं भाई अब बड़े लोग हो गए प्लान तो यही था हमारा स्टार्टिंग से ही तो अब जैसे तो इमॉर्टल गया था अभी रैंक क्या चल रही है तेरी असेंडेंट 3 है ना अभी एक इनवाइट कर रहा है ब्लू ब्लैक ड्रैगो पता नहीं कौन है डार्क ब्लू ड्रैगो तो ढकी के लिए जो भी है भाई हाँ कह रहे जो भी है आ जा हाँ अबे आवाज नहीं है चूतिया लैपटॉप में है तो बिना साउंड के मैं अनरेटेड खेल के भी क्या करूंगा हाँ तो डीएम ही खेलूंगा
With me on the front lines, we can't lose. You know, unless we do.
यार डाइटिंग से आधा कुछ बता ना खाने के लिए बढ़िया सा भी खाऊंगा भूख लग रही है मंगाना है बाहर से यार मैंने 2 दिन से लगातार चिकन बिरयानी खा रहा हूँ फ्राइड राइस खा रहा हूँ चिकन फ्राइड राइस नहीं भाई चिकन चिकन का हो गया मेरा कुछ शुद्ध बताओ
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
साले घर पे भी टिक्की मंगाऊंगा मैं छोले भटूरे क्या टाइम हो रहा है
You need not fear the eighth city.
ऑन डू ये तू
I cleansed it of its demons with the power of the beast.
If you think
और कौन सी स्टोरी
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Make way for the new Mrs. LeBeau. Oh, I like the sound of that.
अभी शिवा की आईडी चला रहा था शिवा ने वो खरीद रखा है ना चैंपियंस वाला नया वाला अरे इसका इनवाइट ये भी इनवाइट कर रहा है ये वो है शायद क्या नाम था उसका जो अपने इसमें बढ़िया खेलता था अरे नहीं चाइनीज पुरानी चाइनीज नाम है कोरियन नाम है यार उसका नाम भूल गया तो पता था अरे शायद मैं अरे जो ARC वाले थे क्या था मेरी आईडी में भी ऐड है ये मॉडल चला गया
Factor? Now I've got to fight these losers again. Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
By the eye of Agamotto!
क्या मंगाया जंगली मंगाया क्या हेल्दी नहीं खाना है जैसे मंगा सकते हैं यार बॉइल्ड में स्वाद नहीं आता मेन
I'm directionally challenged.
Just stick with your team, you'll be fine. Probably.
ना आवाज के कितना बोरिंग होता है अरे नहीं लैपटॉप का भी साउंड सिस्टम हटवा रखा है मैंने उसमें मतलब बहुत तगड़ी तरह से कुछ टेस्टिंग करी थी तो लैपटॉप सही होके आया था ना बीच में तेरे को याद हो 2 दिन के लिए है जब रैंक खोली थी मैंने 2 दिन के लिए जब लैपटॉप सही होके आया था उसमें फिर दिक्कत आ गई थी अभी मैं दोबारा लेके आया था अभी कल इसमें वो डलवा के लाऊंगा साउंड वाली
come here to read.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Judge, jury, executioner! Ionic magic!
Disappear!
What are you aiming at?
The Book of the Iron Fist?
Videos for nerds.
नहीं मतलब गेमिंग भी लूँगा काम नॉर्मल में भी आ जाएगा ना वायरलेस वायरलेस है गेम में भी काम आ जाएगा बट घर वालों
Power beyond sight! Saw you sent us back to spawn? Ha!
Weak.
Taking it all! Tricks on you!
Get in there.
It was just business. Okay, and a little.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Why does a sleeping dragon? The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Get in there. I am a true team player.
ये आईडी में कुछ तो है गोली ऐसे जाते चुके हैं ना हाइड पे
माइक म्यूट वो तो लेकिन भाई वो तो सॉरी माय बैड मेरा माइक म्यूट था क्या गंदा ही खेल रहे हैं भाई नेक्स्ट लेवल गंदा खेल क्या मेरे को बेटी की बहुत तेज नींद आ रही है कसम से मेरा सोने का ही तो मन नहीं कर रहा भाई मतलब मेरा को सोना नहीं है क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ रात को जग रहा हूँ सुबह सो रहा हूँ ये सीन हो रहा है इसलिए मैंने बोला कि साला जगेंगे तो अब भी यहाँ पे रात को तो फिर मैच हो गया एक
On the other side of a quick break. Don't go anywhere, fellas. We have so much more Pacific MRC action coming your way.
And on match point here, gotta wonder if maybe peeking over.
कोई नहीं हम पीछे करके देख लेंगे भाई मैच उसमें क्या है
here. We look defeated, we look done here, but you know, both teams bringing a lot here to this draft phase. Moshimo takes away the Jeff here. Their saves this time, Groot and Invisible Woman. So boundaries here on the board. Loki and the Vanpool being saved by the Chiefs, and they will take down the Mantis as well. So yeah, you know, I think you're right. This is a map that, like you said, has not really been cracked. You know, the code not totally understood yet about this map, but a lot of notes from Midtown. You're gonna see some very similar kind of plays here right out the gate. Rounded it off, a Wolverine ban from Moshimosh, and Cloak and Dagger taken away by the Chiefs. So the Chiefs yet again hating on the strategists in this draft.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you know, especially with these picks and bans, especially I think with the Groot Protect, it's going to play a lot more front to back heavy. When a map like this hasn't really been cracked, and I think also with its narrow hallways, it's going to play we're just going to default to what's meta, and it's very poke, it's very brawl, so you're going to see a lot of, you know, you've seen these teams kind of hover over a lot of the usual suspects, the Moon Knight, the Hela, the Groot, the Magneto, but there is an opportunity to get more brawly. We see a couple of brief hovers on like the Rogue. I think the Vanpool.
क्या सीन है? नींद आ रही है. अरे यार मैं सुबह का जगा हूँ. कल का जगा हूँ basically, not सुबह का. But मैं कल भी कितने बजे जगा था? I think 4 बजे करीब. Yep, 4 बजे करीब.
Himself had something to do with that. I know he and Guang have been in cahoots a little bit. We saw in the dev diary. Map like this.
रूटीन ठीक कर रहे हो क्या? हाँ बस आज हो जाएगा. बस सोना नहीं है मेरे को. डीडी क्लास बना दूंगा. खाना दाल चावल काड़ी वाड़ी दाल चावल. तो यार राजमा भिगो दूं क्या?
हैप्पी मील मंगा लूं क्या?
अबे हैप्पी मील कौन खाता है? बालक है क्या?
We're also going to see some very
सैड मील खा भाई, सैड मील. मर्द खाते हैं सैड मील.
with the Rez, with the Rocket, BRB, with the Loki, and with the Atom, so you get 2 Karmic Revivals and a free BRB. You also got a
क्या मूवमेंट है भाई इसकी, मतलब रुक ही नहीं रहा है कीबोर्ड से. हाथ पांव बोल रहा हूं पर एम अलग मार रहा बंदा. वो मंगा फिर एक काम कर, बर्गर किंग मंगा ले. अच्छा तेरा चिकन खाने का मन नहीं कर रहा ना? फिर तो तू कुछ भी मंगा ले, सस्ता वाले मंगा ले, 10-15 बर्गर खा ले मुझे. कम सस्ते खाओ पर ज्यादा खाओ है.
And yeah, lots of resources available for both teams too. I mean, Chiefs coming out strong here.
One value
drink. There are some flankers that Moshimosh could, in theory, use to try and get access to Jongback.
Dad cook मंगा, Dad cook. अरे यार अल्ट वेस्ट कर दिया हम ग्रुप में.
Mary strangling prison there. Clobbering time coming out as well from Smiles. This is all just trying to get some hurting on the back line, force them further back. Beast Node now popping the Heartbreaker. Looking to try and the amplifier and a final judgment now coming out from Pars, and that is going to make the Chiefs think twice.
Yeah, but interestingly, Pars doesn't walk right into amplifier range, so CYA couldn't make the connection. They still come through pretty decent there. Down the Karmic Revival from the Adam Warlock, trying to get the Chiefs back up and in the fight here. But Moshimosh slowly trekking along.
Short है यार. मतलब of course normally था but short है. Short तो short हो गया.
Taken back to spawn. No, just in case there. The BRB from the Rocket will get him back. And now Bubbleca on the Loki copy onto the Adam Warlock. Absolutely disgusting there as the whole team back up yet again as they will come through big on the KO feed here. Beast Node yet again on that Rogue. Big stuff from them. Zykrix already got a CYA ready to go again as well. Looking so good here for this Chiefs defense.
Yeah, but how bad does that feel for Moshimosh? Because that was a full ult rotation from top to bottom, and it doesn't hurt so much of anything. Sure, they almost get the cap, but after another, and now you have another BRB you got to worry about. You got to try and find a KO to burn that. You also have an amplifier that you're staring down the barrel of. Sure, you do have a lot of ults coming up online, but can you track the fact that Bubbleca already has to got a mischief again? So another Karmic Revival could come out no matter what you do.
And clobbering time going deep, trying to find that backline. Finds Beast Node to take down the road.
चले आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे. 1 मिनट होने वाला, 1 मिनट बचा है.
Omega Hurricane coming down from Tashi into the backline. That is what
बहुत प्यारी अल्ट है भाई. यही बचा पाएगी इन्हें.
so can't use the Loki ult, but the Adam.
अरे नाइस भाई छीन लिए. एक और. Oh my. What the fuck was that tracking भाई?
Down by the Punisher shotgun yet again there.
Crazy shot भाई, crazy shot.
चल तो खेल चलो मैं
चल ठीक है ओके देख 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 अकेले अकेले बर्गर खा रहा बताओ यूं भी नहीं कि पूछ ले देखी सी चला गया क्या What the fuck is क्या स्किन है भाई क्रेजी
Now Jungkook gonna swap off the Atom completely, so no longer are you gonna have to worry about any karma rivals at all. It's just gonna be the double dip on the invisible boundary that you have to track, as you've now swapped off the rocket onto the invisible woman as well. So we're back at something a little bit more good old-fashioned, honest hero shooter composition coming out here from the Chiefs.
Yeah, Adam definitely run his course here. Now swapping over, looking for a new answer to find Moshi, and it's Donald again on the dunk there on the Magneto, taking down Pars, but that just burns through the BRB, and there's Bubbleka on that God of Mischief, taking the invisible boundary copy as the Chiefs gonna try to dig in here on this hill and find some KOs. Donald and Reno and Cycric all coming up big in that KO feed. Now this time, 2 minutes still on the clock here, and the Chiefs are on the move. A double, make that a triple for Reno. The Monster Piercer will find its mark here, and now the Chiefs have a lot of control over this map here.
Yeah, and they're able to reclaim it quickly, and it's because of those hero swaps that come out as soon as they lose the first point. You can see Moshi making a couple of swaps as well, but Par's sticking on this Punisher, and it's because he got the final judgment. And if you're Moshi, you're thinking that's a win condition, but you have to be able to take the initiative with it. But how are you going to do that when Donald is taking down Mox Schools, who got caught out with that Apex Predator from Reno? The Chiefs keep their foot on the gas, and Moshi, again, they can't make these swaps because they can't even play the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, very, very solid team play from the Chiefs. You know they're working together. Comms looking pretty good.
बहुत सही खेल रहे हैं
We can see, but now the question is, what are they going to do against this Moshi team?
अरे क्रेजी आप करनी चाहिए थी अल्ट करते 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 अरे
But in response, the Chiefs throw down everything they've got. Beast Mode will find that strangling prison. Zycric gets the boundary down. Pars on the move with that final judgment here, trying to mow through.
वेट ये पाल्स वो है क्या वो भी पैल्स ही है ना तो पैज है पैज
साथियों नमस्कार। जैसा कि आप लोगों को सबको पता है कि मैं आप सभी के लिए होली ऑफ़र लेके आया हूं। और देखिए साथियों, होली का दिन मात्र अब कुछ ही दिन शेष बचे हैं। जो भी साथी इन्वेस्टर हो या एंड यूज़र हो, इसका लाभ उठाना चाहते हैं तो उठा लें। और जैसा कि मैं हर समय बोलता हूं कि जो इंसान समय को छोड़ता है, समय उसको नहीं छोड़ता है। तो इसलिए आप लोगों के लिए एक ऑफ़र है। जो भी साथी इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं या इस दिल्ली एनसीआर में अपने सपनों के मकान के लिए प्लाट लेना चाहते हैं, वो आएँ और अविलंब अपना प्लाट बुक कराएं।
Today, we are spectating a professional Adam Warlock player, Shocker, who currently plays for Shikigami and makes Adam look easy in the highest level of lobbies. If you want your own VODs reviewed, check out the link in the description that will take you to the academy I coach with. But now, let's discuss...
Probably start walking now.
Today, we are spectating MC John 1, one of the only remaining Mantis players in One Above All. And the way they play the character is pretty interesting. If you want your own VODs reviewed, check out the link in the description that will take you to the academy I coach with. But now, let's discuss John's gameplay and get right into
760 ये करूँ
to learning. So right off the bat, he's pressuring angles. He's damage boosting, you know, DPS. He's damage boosting his supports that are going to be looking for damage. And we can see this guy is playing in a triple support composition, which doesn't really surprise me. I feel like that's the only time where this character is ever like useful. What the hell just happened to this guy? He got absolutely obliterated by that Star-Lord, but it doesn't matter because he has self-res. And it's going to be an even fight when he's back online. Nope, his team already... Ooh, his team's dying. Is he going to be able to turn this maybe? I don't know. You're just pressuring down main. You know, you don't really need to hit shots to do some crazy stuff on this character. It really is just all about pressure the whole time, breaking clones, you know, simple stuff that other characters aren't going to want to do. Running away from the Star-Lord. Ooh, missed the sleep, which was rather unfortunate. I do like that he was trying to use the sleep, though, for himself to try to find that pick. I think he just used it a little too early since Star-Lord was flying, but a lot of it's just like uptime pressure and not really doing too much. I mean, this is exactly what we said, though, in the Unranked GM. Even if it's not like the world's rank 1 Mantis. I mean, one above all Mantis, it's still the same thing. It's exactly what we were doing in Unranked GM. And it's you're not like doing anything that's doing too much. You're just pressuring and getting the job done. The fact that the Jeff already had his ult was kind of crazy. I did not expect
What the fuck is Jeff doing, man? मुझे ये जानना है.
That's kind of crazy.
Jeff वहाँ पे कर क्या रहा है?
Full on their Jeff's part. Like, what the heck? Yeah, just walking back from spawn. I want to see how he tries to retake this with his ultimate. If
आज मेरा fish खाने का मन कर रहा है. Fish
I think he
खाऊंगा.
can retake this with ult. Like, absolutely can retake this. No one's crit yet, though. And there was still an ult up. He's going to look for it now since the res just came through.
Oh my god. ये अच्छे shot थे भाई काफी.
He's just looking to
ये भी बहुत.
Something I want to see a little bit more, especially from a one above all Mantis, is like the damage boost needs to be on everyone, I feel, right when that ult goes down. I feel like the allocation of resources is pretty low, but maybe I'm missing something? Like, I'm not sure. I feel like everyone could be benefiting from a damage boost right now. But this fight was kind of... Harvey is the best Loki currently in the world with a 100% win rate with the character in season 1.
अबे तो 6 मैच खेले. बोला 100% साले 6 खेले उसने.
That won the previous MRC championship and get right into learning. I'm very interested to see how this goes in scrims. I'm sure all it's going to be is the same stuff we've been talking about all before. How fast can we get our ultimate? And are we going to be able to carry based on that and copying the Invisible Woman because Luna Snow was banned? So right now, he's just trying to farm his ult as fast as possible and playing in angles where he's not going to die. Realistically, as Loki, that's pretty much what it seems like the plan is. A lot of people don't really run the Magneto anymore. I see a lot more Groot, strange Groot compositions, which I think is pretty cool. But right now, I mean, he's just trying to farm. He's not really going for any angles because I feel like if he does go for any angles here, it's just going to be way too hard. He's going to get hooked out of position. He's going to get 2 tapped by Hela. So this is all we're seeing here. Nothing too crazy. He's shooting the tanks when he can, when his tank is going forward. So he not only keeps his team up, but he's getting his ult charge faster as well. Not going to take an unnecessary duel against someone that he doesn't really need to. When his team's already up in HP, just doing simple things. So now he's going to take this high ground. It's going to get an easier opportunity for him to get damage now that the fight is pretty much over, to get him more ult charge. I think he could be even a little bit more aggressive, but maybe there's something we're missing. It's probably just the fact that the hook is just so insane. Like, the hook can immediately just deny everything that you were trying to do on Loki. So we want to make sure that we're dodging that. We almost have our ult. A good first ult from the Invisible Woman. He's just going to shoot damage now. Look at, because his team is in a support ult, he doesn't really have to worry about healing. He's immediately going to switch to damage. And that's going to allow him to clean up this fight fast with his team. He's also placing clones in places that are pretty hard to shoot for the enemy unless they swing this main angle. I think that's the biggest thing that I could be doing better. That I probably wasn't doing well enough in the unranked GM. Like, he does stagger these clones. It makes it really annoying for the team to shoot them. And he's not wasting clones when he doesn't need to. That was a great immortality field to use before he went into the Sue ult. So he didn't have to use it right away. He did end up opting to just use it right away. I don't think he needed to. I think it was a little bit early. In my opinion, I think that was a little early, but again, we might be missing something here. Yeah, the cloak ult goes in. He's just chilling. Like, all of this is like, let me get my ult as fast as possible. Let's see how fast he gets it. He's already 20% after just using it. Puts a clone down so he can get into the LOS of the Groot. Uses the immortality on his Groot whenever the Groot goes critical. Honestly, I think the main reason they probably lost this fight was just that we used Invisible Woman ult too early. In my opinion, that's probably what it was. He still got 71% on his ult. He is out farming this Loki crazy style. And I think that's the big thing that we're going to see. Like, good Lokis can get their
बर्तन भी धोने हैं
They're not
भाई.
going to have a problem with it. And the thing with Harvey is he's doing it in a way that his clones are
लो
always
guys,
able to
मैं
put
stream
that
यहीं पे
on
ऐड
the
करता
natural
हूँ.
cover there. Honestly, his placement
मिलते हैं
is
अपन.
really well done.
पता नहीं कब. कल मिलेंगे अब.
Like, clone placement is probably something I
चलो
need to learn.
बाय बाय.
Where he's constantly getting uptime, but he's
तो
always
बर्तन धोने हैं भाई. सोता हूँ फटाफट उठ के
maybe in his
बर्तन
team
धोऊंगा
so
फिर.
that they don't really see the clone or behind a wall that can still get
चलो
some
मोहित भाई
accurate
बाय बाय. See
value
you.
out of.
Take care.
Honestly,
मिलते हैं
he's doing very
कल.
well.